Give me the Bible, star of gladness gleaming, to cheer the wanderer lone and tempest-tossed. No storms can hide that radiance peaceful beaming, since Jesus came to seek and save the lost. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible when my heart is broken, when sin and grief have filled my soul with fear. Give me the precious words by Jesus spoken. Hold up faith's lamp to show my Savior near. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible, all my steps enlighten, teach me the dangers of these realms below. That lamp of safety o'er the gloom shall brighten, that light alone the path of peace can show. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Give me the Bible, lamp of life immortal, hold up that splendor by the open grave. Show me the light from heaven's shining portals, show me the glory gilding Jordan's wave. Give me the Bible, holy message shining, thy light shall guide me in the narrow way. Precept and promise, law and love combining, till night shall vanish in eternal day. Break thou the bread of life, dear Lord, to me, as thou didst break the loaves beside the sea. Beyond the sacred page, I seek thee, Lord. My spirit pants for thee, O living word. Bless thou the truth, dear Lord, to me, as thou didst bless the bread by Galilee. Then shall all bondage cease, all fetters fall, and I shall find my peace, my all in all.
Good afternoon. Greetings, Laura. Good afternoon. Good to see you. Hello, Amy. Hello, Alicia. Good to see you. We are in the book of Judges, chapters 17 through 21. Are y'all having a good day? I know I am. I've gotten another Pulpit Times done for my time that I'm away. I have one more lesson to do today, and I'll do that mid-afternoon. Give myself a little bit of break after this. Let the dogs out, maybe go for a walk. Laura greets Amy and Shua. Greetings to everybody. Judges 17 through 21. There was a man of the hill country of Ephraim whose name was Micah, and he said unto his mother, The 1,100 pieces of silver that were taken from thee, about which thou didst utter a curse, and didst also speak it in mine ears. Behold, the silver is with me. I took it. And his mother said, Blessed be my son of Jehovah. And he restored the 1,100 pieces to his mother. And his mother said, I verily dedicate the silver unto Jehovah from my hand for my son, to make a graven image and a molten image. Now therefore I will restore it unto thee. And when he restored the money unto his mother took 200 pieces of silver, and gave them to the founder, who made thereof a graven image and a molten image, and it was in the house of Micah. And the man Micah had a house of gods, and he made an ephod and an teraphim, and consecrated one of his sons, who became a priest. In those days there was no king in Israel. Every man did what was right in their own eyes. And there was a young man out of Bethlehem, Judah, of the family of Judah, who was a Levite, and he sojourned there. And the man departed out of the city, out of Bethlehem, Judah, to sojourn where he could find a place, and came to the hill country of Ephraim, to the house of Micah as they journeyed. And Micah said unto him, Whence comest thou? And he said unto him, I am a Levite of Bethlehem, Judah. And I go to sojourn where I may find a place. And Micah said unto him, Dwell with me, and be unto me a father and a priest. And I will give thee 10 pieces of silver by the year, and a suit of apparel, and thy victuals. So the Levite went in. And the Levite was content to dwell with the man, and the young man was unto him as one of his sons. And Micah consecrated the Levite, and the young man became his priest, and he was in the house of Micah. Then said Micah, Now know I that Jehovah will do me good, seeing I have a Levite to my priest. Judges 18. In those days, there was no king in Israel, and in those days, the tribe of the Danites sought them an inheritance to dwell in. For unto that day their inheritance had not fallen unto them among the tribes of Israel. And the children of Dan sent of their family 5 men from their whole number, men of valor, from Zoar and from Eshtaol, to spy out the land, and to search it. And they said unto them, Go search the land. And came to the hill country of Ephraim, unto the house of Micah, and lodged there. When they were by the house of Micah, they knew the voice of the young man, the Levite, and they turned aside thither, and said unto him, Who has brought thee hither? And what doest thou in this place? And what hast thou here? And he said unto them, Thus and thus hath Micah dealt with me, and he hath hired me, and I am become his priest. And they said unto him, Ask counsel, we pray thee of God, that we may know whether our way which we go may be prosperous. And the priest said unto them, Go in peace, before Jehovah is your way wherein ye go. Then the 5 men departed, and came to Laish, and saw the people that were therein, how they had dwelt in security, after the manner of the Sidonians, quiet and secure. For there was none in the land possessing authority that might put them to shame in anything, and they were far from the Sidonians, and had no dealings with any man. And they came unto their brethren to Zoar and Eshtaol, and their brethren said unto them, What say ye? And they said, Arise, and let us go up against them, for we have seen the land, and behold, it is very good. And are ye still? Be not slothful to go and to enter in to possess the land. When ye go, ye shall come into a secure place, unto a people secure, and the land is large, for God hath given it into your hand. A place where there is no want of anything that is in the earth. And there set forth from thence of the family of the Danites, out of Zoar and out of Eshtaol, 600 men girt with weapons of war. And they went up and encamped in Kiriath Jearim in Judah. Wherefore they called that place Mahanaim Dan. Unto this day, behold, it is behind Kiriath Jearim. And they passed thence unto the hill country of Ephraim, and came into the house of Micah. Then answered the 5 men that went to spy out the country of Laish, and said unto their brethren, Do ye know that there is in these houses an ephod, and a teraphim, and a graven image, and a molten image? Now therefore consider what ye have to do. And they turned aside thither, and came to the house of of the young man the Levite, even unto the house of Micah, and asked him of his welfare. And the 600 men girt with their weapons of war, who were of the children of Dan, stood by the entrance of the gate. And the 5 men that went to spout the land went up, and came in thither, and took the graven image, and the ephod, and the teraphim, and the molded image. The priest stood by the entrance of the gate, with 600 men girt with weapons of war. And when these went into Micah's house, and fetched the golden image, the ephod, and the teraphim, and the molten image, the priest said unto them, What do ye? And they said unto him, Hold thy peace, lay thy hand upon thy mouth, and go with us, and be to us a father and a priest. It is better for thee to be a priest unto the house of one man, or to be a priest unto. Is it better for thee to be a priest unto the house of one man, or to be a priest unto a tribe and a family in Israel? And the priest's heart was glad, and he took the ephod and the cherubim and the graven image, and went in the midst of the people. So they turned and departed, and put the little ones and the cattle and the goods before them. When they were a good way from the house of Micah, the men that were in the houses near to Micah's house were gathered together, and overtook the children of Dan. And they cried unto the children of Dan, and they turned their faces unto Micah, and said unto Micah, What aileth thee that thou comest with such a company? And he said, Ye have taken away my gods which I made, and the priests, and are gone away. And what have I more? And how then say ye unto me, What aileth thee? And the children of Dan said unto him, Let not thy voice be heard among us, lest angry fellows fall upon you, and thou lose thy life with the lives of thy household. And the children of Dan went their way. And when Micah saw that they were too strong for him, he turned and went back unto his house. And they took that which Micah had made, and the priest whom he had, and came into Laish unto a people quiet and secure, and smote them with the edge of the sword, and they burnt the city with fire. And there was no deliverer, because it was far from Sidon, and they had no dealings with any man, and it was in the valley that lieth by Beth Rehob. And they built the city, and dwelt therein. And they called the name of the city Dan, after the name of Dan their father, who was born unto Israel. Howbeit the name of the city was Laish at first. And the children of Dan set up for themselves a graven image. And Jonathan the son of Gershom, the son of Moses, he and his sons were priests to the tribe of the Danites until the day of the captivity of the land. So they set them up, Micah's graven image which he made, all the time that the house of God was in Shiloh. Judges 19. And it came to pass in those days, when there was no king in Israel, that there was a certain Levite sojourning on the farther side of the hill country of Ephraim, who who took him a concubine out of Bethlehem, Judah. And the concubine played the harlot against him, and he went away from him unto her father's house, to Bethlehem, Judah, and was there a space of 4 months. And her husband arose and went after her to speak kindly unto her, to bring her again, having his servant with him, and a couple of asses. And she brought him into her father's house. And when the father of the damsel saw him, he rejoiced to meet him. And his father-in-law, the damsel's father, retained him. And he abode with them 3 days, so they did eat, drink, and lodge there. And it came to pass on the 4th day that they rose early in the morning, and he rose up to depart. And the damsel's father said unto his son-in-law, Strengthen thy heart with a morsel of bread, and afterward ye shall go your way. So they sat down, and did eat and drink, both of them together. And the damsel's father said unto the man, Be pleased, I pray thee, to tarry all night, and let thy heart be merry. And the man rose up to depart, but his father-in-law urged him, and he lodged there again. And he rose early in the morning on the 5th day to depart. And the damsel's father said, Strengthen thy heart, I pray thee, and tarry thee until the day declineth. And they did eat both of them. And when he rose up to depart, he and his concubine and his servant, his father-in-law, the damsel's father, said unto him, Behold, now the day draws toward evening. I pray you tarry all night. Behold, the day groweth to an end. Lodge here, that thy heart may be merry, and tomorrow get you early on your way, that thou mayest go home. But the man would not tarry that night, but he rose up and departed, and came over against Jebus, the same as Jerusalem, and there with him a couple of asses saddled. His concubine also was with him. When they were by Jebus, and the day was far spent, and the servant said unto his master, Come, I pray thee, let us turn aside into the city of the Jebusites, and lodge in it. His master said unto him, We will not turn aside into the city of a foreigner, that is not of the children of Israel, but we will pass over to Gibeah. And he said unto his servant, Come, and let us draw near to one of these places, and we will lodge in Gibeah or in Ramah. So they passed on and went their way, and the sun went down upon them near to Gibeah, which belongeth to Benjamin. And they turned aside thither to go into lodge in Gibeah. And he went in and sat him down in the street of the city, for there was no man that took them into his house to lodge. And behold, there came an old man from his work out of the field at even. Now the man was of the hill country of Ephraim, and he sojourned in Gibeah. But the men of the place were Benjamites. And he lifted up his eyes and saw the wayfaring man in the street of the city. And the old man said, Whither goest thou, and whence comest thou? And he said unto him, We are passing from Bethlehem, Judah, unto the farther side of the hill country of Ephraim. From thence I am, and I went to Bethlehem, Judah, and I am now going to the house of Jehovah. and there is no man that taketh me into his house. Yet there is both straw and provender for our asses, and there is bread and wine also for me, and for thy handmaid, and for thy young man that is with thy servants. There is no want of anything. And the old man said, Peace be unto thee. Howsoever let all thy wants lie upon thee, only lodge not in the streets. So he brought him into his house, and gave the asses fodder, and they washed their feet, and did eat and drink. And as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city, certain base fellows, beset the house round about, beating at the door, and they spake to the master of the house, the old man, saying, Bring forth the man that came into the house, that we may know him. And the master of the house, said unto them, and said, went out unto them, and said unto them, Nay, my brother, I pray you, do not so wickedly, seeing that this man is come into my house. Do not this folly. Behold, here is my daughter virgin, and his concubine. Them I will bring out now, and humble ye them, and do with them what seemeth good unto you. But unto this man do not any such folly. But the man would not hearken to him, and so the man laid hold of his concubine, and brought her forth unto them, and they knew her, and abused her all the night until the morning. And when the day began to spring, they let her go. Then came the woman in the dawning of the day, and fell down at the door of the man's house where her Lord was, till it was light. And her Lord rose up in the morning, and opened the doors of his house, and went out to go his way, and behold, the woman his concubine was fallen down at the door of his house, with her hands upon the threshold. And he said unto her, Up, and let us be going. But none answered. Then he took her up upon her ass, and the man rose up and gat him unto his place. And when he was coming to his house, he took a knife and laid hold on his concubine, and divided her limb by limb into 12 pieces, and sent her throughout all the borders of Israel. And it was so that all that saw it said, there was no such deed done, nor seen from the day that the children of Israel came up out of the land of Egypt unto this day. Consider it, take counsel, and speak. Judges 20. Then all the children of Israel went out, and the congregation was assembled as one man, from Dan even to Beersheba, with the land of Gilead unto Jehovah at Mizpah. And the chiefs of all the people, even of all the tribes of Israel, presented themselves in the assembly of the people of God, 400,000 footmen that drew sword. Now the children of Benjamin heard that the children of Israel were gone up to Mizpah, And the children of Israel said, "Tell us, how is this wickedness brought to pass?" And the Levite, the husband of the woman that was murdered, answered and said, "I came into Gibeah that belongeth to Benjamin, I and my concubine Delilah. And the men of Gibeah rose against me, and beset the house round about me by night. Me they thought to have slain, and my concubine they forced, and she is dead. And I took my concubine and set her and cut her in pieces, and sent her throughout all the country of the inheritance of Israel. That they have committed lewdness and folly in Israel. Behold, ye children of Israel, all of you give here your advice and counsel. And all the people rose as one man, saying, We will not any of us go to his tent, neither will we any of us turn unto his house. But now, this is the thing which we will do to Gibeah. We will go up against it by lot, and we will take 10 men of 100 throughout all the tribes of Israel, 100 of 1,000, and 1,000 out of 10,000, to fetch victuals of the people, that they may do when they come to Gibeah of Benjamin, according to all the folly of that they have wrought in Israel. So all the men of Israel were gathered against the city, knit together as one man. And the tribes of Israel sent men through all the tribe of Benjamin, saying, What wickedness is this that has come to pass among you? Now therefore deliver up the men, the base fellows that are in Gibeah, that we may put them to death, and put away evil from Israel. But Benjamin would not hearken to the voice of their brethren, the children of Israel. And the children of Benjamin gathered themselves together out of the cities unto Gibeah, to go out to battle against the children of Israel. And the children of Benjamin were numbered on that day out of the cities 26,000 that drew sword, besides the inhabitants of Gibeah, who were numbered 700 chosen men. Among all this people, there were 700 chosen men left-handed. Everyone could sling stones at a hairbreadth and not miss. And the men of Israel, besides Benjamin, were numbered 400,000 men that drew sword. All of these were men of war. And the children of Israel rose and went up to Bethel and asked counsel of God. And they said, Who shall go up for us first to battle against the children of Benjamin? And Jehovah said, Judah shall go up first. And the children of Israel rose up in the morning and encamped against Gibeah. And the men of Israel went out to battle against Benjamin. And the men of Israel set the battle in array against them at Gibeah. And the children of Benjamin came forth out of Gibeah and destroyed down to the ground of the Israelites on that day 22,000 men. And the people, the men of Israel, encouraged themselves and set the battle again in array in the place where they set themselves in array the first day. And the children of Israel went up and wept before Jehovah until even. And they asked of Jehovah, saying, Shall I again draw nigh to battle against the children of Benjamin my brother? And Jehovah said, Go up against him. And the children of Israel came near against the children of Benjamin the second day. And Benjamin went forth against them out of Gibeah the second day, and destroyed down to the ground of the children of Israel. Again 18,000 men, all these drew the sword. Then all the children of Israel and all the people went up and came into Bethel and wept and sat there before Jehovah and fasted that day until even. And they offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before Jehovah. And the children of Israel asked of Jehovah, for the ark of the covenant of God was there in those days. And Phinehas the son of Eleazar the son of Aaron stood before it in those days, saying, Shall I yet again go out to battle against the children of Benjamin my brother, or shall I cease? And Jehovah said, Go up, for tomorrow I will deliver him into thy hand. And Israel set lions in wait against Gibeah round about. And the children of Israel went up against the children of Benjamin on the third day, and set themselves in array against Gibeah as at other times. And the children of Benjamin went out against the people, and were drawn away from the city, and they began to smite and kill the people, as at other times in the highway of which one goeth up to Bethel, and the other to Gibeah in the field, about 30 men of Israel. And the children of Benjamin said, They are smitten down before us as at the first. But the children of Israel said, Let us flee and draw them away from the city unto the highways. And all the men of Israel rose up out of their place and set themselves in array at Baal-Tamar, and the lions in wait of Israel break forth out of their place, even out of Miriah Geba. And there came over against Geba 10,000 chosen men out of all Israel, and the battle was sore, and they knew not that evil was close upon them. And Jehovah smote Benjamin before Israel, and the children of Israel destroyed of Benjamin that day 25,100 men. All these drew the sword. So the children of Benjamin saw that they were smitten. For the men of Israel gave place to Benjamin, because they trusted unto the lions in wait, whom they had set against Gibeah. And the lions in wait hasted and rushed upon Gibeah. And the lions in wait drew themselves along, and smote all the city with the edge of the sword. And the appointed sign between the men of Israel and the lions in wait was that they should make a great cloud of smoke rise up out of the city. And the men of Israel turned in the battle. And Benjamin began to smite and kill the men of Israel, about 30 persons. For they said, Surely they are smitten down before us, as in the first battle. But when the cloud began to rise out of the city in a pillar of smoke, the Benjamites looked behind them, and behold, the smoke of the city went up in smoke to heaven. And the men of Israel turned, And the men of Benjamin were dismayed, for they saw that evil was come upon them. Therefore they turned their backs before the men of Israel unto the way of the wilderness. But the battle followed hard after them, and they that came out of the city destroyed them in the midst thereof. They enclosed the Benjamites round about, and chased them, and trod them down at their resting place, as far as over against Gibeah toward the sunrising. And there fell Benjamin 18,000 men. All these were men of valor. And they turned and fled toward the wilderness unto the rock of Rimmon. And they gleaned of them in the highways 5,000 men, and followed hard after them unto Gittim, and smote of them 2,000 men. And so that all who fell that day Benjamin were 25,000 men that drew the sword. All these were men of valor. But 600 men turned and fled toward the wilderness unto the rock of Rimmon, and abode in the rock of Rimmon. And the men of Israel turned again upon the children of Benjamin, and smote them with the edge of the sword, both the entire city and the cattle, and all that they found. Moreover, all the cities which they found they set on fire. Judges 21. Now the men of Israel had sworn in Mizpah, saying, There shall not any of us give his daughter unto Benjamin to wife. And the people came to Bethel, and sat there till even before God, and lifted up their voices and wept sore. And they said, O Jehovah, the God of Israel, why is this come to pass in Israel, that there should be today one tribe lacking in Israel? And it came to pass on the morrow that the people rose early and built an altar and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings. And the children of Israel said, Who is there among all the tribes of Israel that came not up in the assembly of Jehovah? For they had made a great oath concerning him that came not up unto Jehovah to Mizpah, saying, He shall surely be put to death. And the children of Israel repented them for Benjamin their brother, and said, There is one tribe cut off from Israel this day. How shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing we have sworn by Jehovah that we will not give them of our daughters to wives? And they said, What one is there of the tribes of Israel that came not up unto Jehovah to Mizpah? And behold, there came down of the camp from Jabesh Gilead to the assembly. For when the people were numbered, behold, there were none of the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead there. And the congregation sent thither 12,000 men of the valiantest, and commanded them, saying, Go and smite the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead with the edge of the sword, with the women and the little ones. And this is the thing that ye shall do. Ye shall utterly destroy every male and every woman that hath lain by man, And they found among the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead 400 young virgins that had not known man by lying with them. And they brought them unto the camp to Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan. And the whole congregation sat and spake to the children of Benjamin that were in the rock of Rimmon, and proclaimed peace unto them. And Benjamin returned at that time, and they gave them the women whom they had saved alive, of the women of Jabesh Gilead, and yet so they sufficed them not. And the people repented them for Benjamin, because that Jehovah had made a breach in the tribes of Israel. And then the others of the congregation said, How shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin? And they said, There must be an inheritance for them that are escaped of Benjamin, that a tribe be not blotted out from Israel. Howbeit, we may not give them wives of our daughters. For the children of Israel had sworn, saying, Cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin. And they said, Behold, there is a feast of Jehovah from you to you in Shiloh, which is on the north of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Beth Shechem, and on the south of Noah. And they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, Go and lie in wait in the vineyards, and see, and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance in the dances, then come ye out of the vineyards, and catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh, and go to the land of Benjamin. And it shall be when the fathers of thy brethren come to complain unto us, that we will say unto them, Grant them graciously unto us, because we took not for each man of them his wife in battle, neither did ye give them unto them, else would ye now be guilty. And the children of Benjamin did so, and took them wives according to their number of them that danced, whom they carried off. And they went and returned unto their inheritance, and built the cities, and dwelt in them. And the children of Israel departed thence at that time, every man to his tribe and to his family, and went out from thence every man to his inheritance. In those days there was no king in Israel. Every man did that which was right in his own eyes. Judges 17 through 21. Good to see you, Sharon. Any prayer requests? You're welcome. Got it. Let's go ahead and pray. Father in heaven, we love you. We thank you for this day and for this time that we've had to read your word together, to see the families of Israel and learn from them. Please help us to learn from them and not to repeat them just to serve you. Thank you for recording them for us. Father, please be with Teresa's eyes. Father, help her as she struggles with her vision. Father, please be with her. Father, we love you. We ask that you be with all of us. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you all for being here. And tomorrow's reading will be the book of Ruth. The book of Ruth. Thank you all, and God bless. See you tomorrow.